Heads up, Bunker Punks is in early access, meaning it's not finished. We may visit it later, and everything could totally change. If you've been following this channel for long, then you'll know that I'm a fan of shooters and an even bigger fan of roguelites. You may even know that I get a little giddy anytime a new game comes out that combines the two. Bunker Punks is the latest game to make that foray into the realm of FPS roguelite hybridization, and I was pretty excited for it, given that what I'd read, it sounded pretty damn rad. I've been playing it for a couple of days, and I think my current feelings on it are best summed up as I wish they'd waited a bit longer to launch. Let me reiterate, it is by no means a bad game in any sense of the word. It's mechanically sound, and it's definitely got an attitude that it's going for. It's just not much else right now. At its current state, Bunker Punks has what feels like a very standard base for what could be a very impressive and creative game. It has a lot of standard features that have had some semblance of existence in roguelites for a while now. Each run starts with you picking the characters you want to be able to use throughout your attempt. You can get upgrades that let you bring more characters on runs, but you start with one and then set out. The upgrade to get a second character is pretty easy to get, and you usually get it after your first attempt. During any given bunker run, you'll gather two kinds of currency. One that upgrades your headquarters between levels, and one that's used to get permanent upgrades that stay with you between runs. Between individual levels, your characters all heal up to full and you can switch between them. When all of the characters you brought with you die off, your attempt is over, and then you can start getting permanent upgrades. Permanent upgrades range from simple weapon and armor unlocks to whole characters or other merchants with different upgrades. As far as the actual gameplay is concerned, it's solid and satisfying. Sometimes the aim feels a bit off and the shotgun really likes to miss enemies that I'm aiming at, but after adjusting the mouse sensitivity, I was running around, jumping, and shooting the crap out of mindless drones with the best of them. There's a balance that the player needs to strike during a run between going full Rambo and treading lightly, and I like that. The biggest actual problem that Bunker Punks has right now isn't a functional one, it's one of variety, which is something that can easily be remedied as development continues. Right now, there are only a few enemy varieties, and each bunker feels more or less the same. It may be a bit difficult due to the art style that the dev team has chosen, but there needs to be more visual diversity between levels or it's gonna get boring real quick. The variety issue bleeds over into weapons as well. Because you only unlock new weapons after you've completely failed a run, you'll end up using the same few weapons over and over. There very well may be a veritable slew of unique weapons in Bunker Punks, but I've been on the same four for the entirety of my playtime so far. It'd be nice to be able to randomly get new weapons while playing levels, and I think that having some weapons that are more than just bullet shooters and smacking sticks would be pretty cool. Thrown weapons like daggers or grenades, consumable power-ups, items with cooldowns, there are a lot of really kick-ass things that could be scattered around. I want to make this clear, even with Bunker Punks' current stage and lack of real variety, it is far from a bad game. The sounds are amazing, and the game is fun. From the design the devs have released for pre-orders, there's a lot of background and lore to the world that Bunker Punks is set in. I'd love it if the game pulled more of that in, maybe having specifically themed bunkers based around major corporations, or having weekly runs that are handcrafted bunkers, or even some activities or bunker runs out in the open air throughout various times of day and in various weather situations. There's so much potential here for something much more creative than what currently exists, and I hope they meet that potential. Seeing this universe confined to hallways and some pretty kick-ass music would feel like a loss, especially when it's clear there's been so much effort actually put into crafting the world. Bunker Punks is launching today on Steam's Early Access program for $15 with 10% off for the first week. If you're up for providing feedback to the devs, then I say pick it up and do so. Otherwise, this may be one to wait and just keep a very close eye on. I'll be paying loose attention to Bunker Punks' development, and when it launches, I hope I'll have more to say. Thanks for listening to my thoughts on Bunker Punks. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like or subscribe for more. There's plenty of other content on my channel, including indie reviews and some Let's Plays with my friends. Hopefully you find something you like. I'll see you next time. Bye!